And he came over to the couch. And he looked down on me. And he said something. I didn't even hear him. I wasn't completely awake. And he knelt down. And he kissed me. Now, I was too scared to move. I didn't even quite understand what was happening. I started to cry. And he put his hand over my mouth and he said, "Stop." And I did. And when he was done, he got up and he said, "You can't tell anybody." I didn't say anything. I just looked at him. And he said, "It would really hurt your mom." I didn't tell a soul. I didn't tell anybody. In my mind, I had learned that this is what I do. I let men have their way with me. There was a party at my mom's best friend's house, and there was this guy. He seemed younger. I mean, around this time, I'm 14. He was cute and all of those things. He was also 28, and I had no idea. And by the end of the night, he had me under the pool table. He is the beginning of drugs for me. I got really, really tied up in that. I mean, the drugs, yeah, but not too much the drugs. It was more of the alcohol. I had such an alcohol problem. I was so young, and I had nothing in me wanted to stop. It was hard looking in the mirror and remembering the nights where I couldn't remember what exactly happened and who I was with. It was hard waking up in the morning and finding articles of clothes missing and not knowing why. And I just wanted out. I just really, really wanted out. I was like, if this is life, you can have it. I don't want it. I got to a point where I would cross the street with my eyes closed and just pray to God. The God that I didn't believe in, by the way. That somebody would have the heart to hit me. Just put me out of my misery. I can't do this anymore. It was a miserable existence. And during all of this, my mom had started going to church. And she said, "You know what, you should come to church with me. Easter's coming up." And I said, "Yeah, you're right. You know, I most of those people, I know them. I grew up, you know, with their kids and went to church. And, you know, it'll be nice to see them, you know, just visit." And we went. There was a young woman getting baptized. And after the pastor had baptized her, he said the Lord would not let him get out of the pool, that somebody was there who needed to get in the pool. And I was positive, I'm not getting up, I'm not going in the pool, I'm not doing this, you know. And they were singing a song, and I mean, that poor pastor, he stood in that pool and he kept calling, and he said, "I know it, I feel it, the Lord is telling me there's somebody here who is going to surrender." You know, and they were singing the song, and I stood up and I was singing, and I said, "I'm not going up there." And the next thing I knew, I tore off my sweater and I ran up the stairs, and they got me ready and they put me in the pool. And they asked me for a testimony for the baptism. And I thought for a little bit, and I said, you know, I allowed people and circumstances to keep me from serving God, and I'm not going to do it anymore. And they dunked me, and I came back up, and it was the strangest thing, because I went from, "You've got to be kidding me, I am not doing this, God, you suck, I don't care," to, "Woohoo!" I was happy. I said, God, I don't know how. I have no idea how you could forgive me. And it was like in the deepest part of my heart, he said, you don't have to know because I've already done it. I wasn't that girl who tried to kill herself anymore. I wasn't the child that died with a grandparent. I wasn't abandoned. I wasn't some sex slave. I mean, I am the master's work of art. I am the handiwork of God. I mean, there's nothing bigger than that. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God stands at the beginning of my life and he sees to the very end, and he's planned and ordained everything. That's enough for me. My name is Paula and I am changed.